Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here on this amazing Friday morning with good weather. We were joking that last year we were here, I think we were all just so hot. So maybe the fall is coming. We've brought it. So I'm really, really grateful that each of you would be here with us today. Again, my name's Beth DeTomo. I have the great pleasure of leading our public affairs for our region here with HEB. So we're thrilled to welcome you here today for a very special announcement that we have, one that celebrates the heart of our communities and the vibrant culture that makes Texas so extraordinary. So before we talk about the festivities, I'd like to take a moment to recognize some of our esteemed guests that we're honored to have with us today. Councilmember Roy from District 1, thank you. City Manager Peter Zanoni, thank you. And of course, our museum partners that you will hear from later today, the Art Museum of South Texas Botanical Gardens and Nature Center, Texas State Museum of Asian Cultures, and the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History. And of course, our friends from Visit Corpus Christi, thank you, America. I'd also like to recognize two of our directors of retail operation, Crystal Hauk and Roland Mesa, that are with us today. We really appreciate each of you taking time out of your schedules and for having us as your community partner. At HEB, we believe in the power of community. We believe in celebrating what makes Texas unique, our people, our stories, and our rich and vibrant culture in the Coastal Bend. And we believe that everyone should have the opportunity to experience the incredible history, art, and innovation that lives within our local museums and attractions. But we've always believed that our greatest strength lies within our people. From small towns to big cities, Texans show up for one another. We share stories, preserve traditions, and we build connections that span generations. That's why today we are proud to launch a new initiative for us that brings those stories to life. Explore More with HEB. With this new initiative, we are excited to share that HEB is proud to sponsor free admission to 9 incredible museums and attractions across Texas beginning November 1st through December 31st, 4 of which we will be featuring today. This initiative is more than just a donation. It's an innovation, an invitation for families to come, learn, explore, and connect. An invitation for neighbors to come together and to celebrate the diverse heritage that makes our state so special. So whether you're out and discovering a new exhibit or revisiting a favorite gallery, we want every Texan to come, feel welcome, and inspired. This holiday season, as we gather with loved ones and reflect on what matters the most, we're reminded of a simple truth and the core of who we are at HEB, Texans helping Texans. It's a spirit that runs deep in our roots for 120 years that we're celebrating this year and guides everything that we do. From food on your table to the cultural institutions that enrich our lives, we're committed to supporting the people and places that make Texas home. I'm going to show you the poster and then I'll let America. So here's the poster that we will feature at each of the museums along with the collateral that will go out on social media. So now I'd like to invite America Segura from Visit Corpus Christi to discuss the economic impact that this will have on our community. America?
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Visit Corpus Christi, I want to thank HEB for their generosity and making the Explore More initiative possible for our community and for our visitors. At Visit Corpus Christi, our mission is to enhance the community by sharing Corpus Christi with the world. Thanks to HEB's generosity in providing free admission to 4 of our destination's top attractions, we have an opportunity to add another exciting component to our marketing initiatives towards the end of the year. The Explore More initiative strengthens our ability to attract out-of-town visitors and also makes it more affordable for locals and their out-of-town guests to experience and enjoy some of Corpus Christi's most iconic museums and attractions. Thank you to the City of Corpus Christi for the continued partnership the attractions who never fail to wow our visitors with their outstanding programming, and I want to thank and challenge our community members to really reap the benefit over the next 2 months. Invite your out-of-town guests and friends to Corpus Christi, knowing that you can enjoy free admission to Art Museum of South Texas, the Museum of Asian Cultures and Education Center, the South Texas Botanical Gardens, and the Art Museum of South Texas, the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History. And while you're out and about visiting these attractions, I encourage you to support local eateries and other businesses that might be in and around these attractions. Together, we can ensure that this Explore More initiative continues to enhance the visibility of our destination offerings for both locals and out-of-town visitors. So thank you, and I will now pass it on to Councilman Roy.
Well, good morning. You know, before I get started, I was thinking about growing up in Cleveland, Ohio. I spent a good portion of my youth in Cleveland, Ohio. There's really not a lot to see. But one of the things that I found at an early age is that I would spend a lot of time at our museums. Believe it or not, we had some really great museums. And as I think about history in general and where we're at as a city, I think about the fact that you have to really understand where we have come from in order to understand where we're going. So the part that the museums and that you play in our culture is so important today, especially as I was having a long conversation with my daughter about AI and trying to differentiate what's real and what's not real. So I appreciate more than anything what museums are doing for us in terms of just being able to record what's real. And also I appreciate our partnership with HEB. They're a wonderful corporate partner. You do so much for the city of Corpus Christi and Texas, and I'm just glad to be here today. What a fantastic opportunity to celebrate this vital community partnership. I want to extend my thanks to the museum directors, the Botanical Gardens team, Visit Corpus Christi, the Downtown Management District, and all the organizations involved in making this initiative possible. And of course, a special and profound thank you to the HEB, for HEB, their commitment to our coastal bend families going beyond commerce. It's an investment in our future. Why is this partnership so important? Because it unlocks learning. A museum isn't just a building. It's a storybook, a science lab, a world history class, all rolled into one. For our youngest residents, who learn best through action and observation, this program provides essential, hands-on experiences that simply cannot be replicated in a classroom or a book. This year, the experience expands beyond our museums to include the stunning botanical gardens. And for our regional partners, a fun trip to the Victoria Zoo. These attractions spark curiosity, expand imaginations, and most importantly, promote invaluable family time. Thanks to HEB's generosity, we are fulfilling these experiences for free. But the benefits don't stop there. We are strengthening our community culturally, educationally, and economically at once. I am proud of the city's partnership with HEB. It demonstrates what we can achieve when we prioritize our family and the future. Thank you. With that, I would like to turn the microphone over to Peter Zanoni, our city champion and city manager. Thank you.
I like that little ad there, the city champion. So yeah, thank you, Councilman. That was a great speech this morning. And good morning, everyone. I'm just going to say a few words as the representative for the city manager administration. I am the city, I should say, administration. I am the city manager, Peter Zanoni. And we're glad to be here today. And Beth, the words were great that you said this morning. Everybody here loves HEB. Any business, even a city organization, aspires to be an HEB. You all have a great business. But I think today we celebrate the giving back that many of our businesses do, but I don't think do as well as HEB. And we know that is a big part of the success of the company. So thank you. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here as we celebrate the special event between the City of Corpus Christi and our special community partner, HEB. We are excited again for the second year in a row to kick off this program, a truly unique opportunity for our residents and visitors. This year, HEB once again is offering free admission to a total of 9 premier attractions across the coastal bend. And we're glad the media is here this morning, and we're here, the city, are we broadcasting this live? We are, so this is important to get this word out. This is tremendous for our community, especially during the holiday times when family comes back home. Everybody wants something to do rather than stay home and watch TV, right, or listen to AI. So this is free for the next 2 months, November and December, 9 museums. So we got to get the word out, so we appreciate Chris Six being here this morning to help get this word out to our community. So along with our museums, in addition to these museums, HEB will be offering free admission in Victoria to the Texas Zoo, which is in Victoria. I was talking to a colleague this morning, we didn't even know there was a zoo there, but it's just a little over an hour drive. So after you visit our three museums here, road trip to Victoria, and you can see some of their museums, including the zoo. HEB's generous supports creates a two-way cultural highway, encouraging residents both in Corpus Christi and now in Victoria to explore each other's attractions. This invitation isn't just about free fun, it's investment in our community's quality of life, as Beth and Councilman Roy said, as well as America said, making world-class culture and natural nature accessible to every family. We know about this as well. The economic engine this program fuels is pretty immense. Just last year, those 3 downtown museums that had free admission because of HEB's generosity welcomed over 57,000 visitors just in the 2-month period. And that means a lot for us. Thousands of people are drawn to our C district here. They're drawn to downtown. They can do other things. In addition to eating at our great restaurants downtown, they can go to the Selena Auditorium or the Harbor Playhouse. There is a huge ripple effect because of this generosity of HEB. Free admission promotes economic growth, and that's what we're all about. This opportunity is not available to many cities across Texas, and so we're fortunate here in Deep South Texas that HEB has not only this commitment, but now a nice branded logo, Explore More, right here in Corpus Christi and Victoria. For years, HEB has been more than a grocery store, and that's what I mentioned in the beginning. They have been a core community investor, not only during tough times like hurricanes or tropical storms or extreme winter weather events, but on regular times like right now during holiday months. They are contributing to our growth and our quality of life. And Beth, we want to thank you and thank HEB, thank the corporate leaders in San Antonio. This support is invaluable to us here. That's written down here, but I'm going to say it again. It is invaluable. We can't have success like this without partners like HEB, and so we thank you very much. Now I'd like to have Beth come back up to the podium and say some additional remarks.
Thank you, Councilmember Roy, for your kind words, and America for sharing the impact. And Peter, we really appreciate your partnership with the city. We couldn't do this without you and your team. Now I'd like to invite Sarah Morgan, Executive Director with the Art Museum of South Texas. I know, is that driving you nuts too? I know.
It's the, art museum director in me. Someone once told me that you can tell who your gods are by the top 3 places you spend money. So HEB is definitely one of my gods, for sure. And let me thank the city champion and both city champions that are here. None of us, I speak for all of us, none of us could do what we do without the backing and support from our city. So thank you so much. On behalf of the Art Museum of South Texas, I want to extend our heartfelt thanks to HEB for their continued generosity and vision. This gift of free admission is more than just access. It's an open invitation for our community to experience the power of art together. Accessibility is one of the Art Museum of South Texas' core pillars, and thanks to HEB, thousands, and apparently 57,000 people, will have access and opportunity to visit and be inspired, and many of those people will be visiting for the first time. HEB's commitment to our community reaches far beyond the grocery aisles. They invest in education, in families, in culture, and they invest in making South Texas a better place to live, to work, and to thrive. We are deeply grateful for this partnership. During this period of free admission, visitors to the Art Museum of South Texas can enjoy a full season of exhibitions and activities, including Arcadian enclosures featuring photographs by Jason DeMarte that explore the tension between nature and the artificial, AI. Quarter Turn, which is the TAMU-CC Art and Design Faculty Biennial. And this exhibition it showcases the incredible creative energy of our local university faculty. And then, of course, our beloved Christmas tree forest. We present this every year in partnership with the Junior League of Corpus Christi and HEB, and it is definitely one of our most popular exhibitions. Every year, schools they're able to choose a children's book, and then they decorate a Christmas tree that goes along with the book. And people, if you come and visit, you can vote on your favorite tree. We're extending the voting through all of December. And then at the end of that, HEB awards prizes to the top 3 trees. So those top 3 schools will get awards. And then one of my favorite parts about this is that the trees are given to families that may not have a Christmas tree. And so we're not just throwing them away, we're repurposing them, and we're, again, giving back to the community thanks to HEB. We're also excited to highlight an exhibition that will open in December, work from our program, AMS Teens. AMS Teens is a program for youth 13 to 17. So anybody that falls in that age group that's interested in drawing, painting, performance, we offer workshops with artists. So they're able to have instruction from professional artists, they get mentorship, and then we will be presenting an exhibition of their work that they've created throughout the year. So let me just conclude by saying again, thank you to HEB. Thousands of South Texans will have the chance to enjoy these experiences free of charge this holiday season, and we're deeply grateful for your ongoing commitment to our community and to the Art Museum of South Texas. Now let me introduce the CEO of the Corpus Christi Museum of Science and History, Karen Stevenson.
I have my own tab here. Whoops, where'd it go? There it is. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everybody. Can you hear me okay? I've been told by my staff I speak too softly. I will echo what so many have already said, but I'll be using my words. First, thank you to HEB for all that you bring to us. The past year has been filled with extraordinary challenges. There have been aches and glories, and HEB has been here for all of us, with us, through it all. Your support to the organizations represented here today and to our communities continues to really literally transform each of us. So our thanks to Visit Corpus Christi for being our head cheerleaders for our whole community, to our city partners for taking good care of us, for partnering with us as we commit to education about STEM. STEAM, we'll extend it and include the Art Museum. Science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Each of the organizations here today integrates some aspect of STEAM, into our programs and exhibits. So thank you for valuing that. This helps shape our community, but it also helps shape our future. And that's, I think, what all of us share, is to spark something that carries forward. At the museum, we believe that where we live shapes how we live. And our greatest goals are every day to inspire wonder and spark creativity in all of our guests. Yeah, we're a science and history museum, but we're really in the business of promoting wow. All the wows, the everyday wows that we take for granted, the cycles of weather and the moon and the stars and our place in it all, the wonders of lives past, present, and future, the wows of technologies, of the coastal currents, and even the natural processes that make an amethyst become a citrine. There's so much. Over the next 2 months, we'll find geometry in seashells, explore the natural lives of sea stars, and Christmas tree worms. Who knew there were Christmas tree worms? I'm learning something every day. We will make take-home ornaments. We'll celebrate nutcrackers and the Christmas carol traditions. And every day we'll hold thanks as we share the holiday months together. So again, together we invite you to explore, come visit, come join us. Now I'm pleased to introduce Richard Hofmeister, president of the Texas State Museum of Asian Cultures. Our names are so long.
All righty, everybody. Well, good morning. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having all of us. And a huge thank you to HEB, the city, and Visit Corpus Christi for making this possible and making this practical. Can you hear me okay? There you go. Make sure the newscasters get a good one in the background. Frankly, my voice is one of the least important in many ways here. I could spend the entirety of a press conference explaining why this is important and reiterating things that Councilman Roy and Director Stevenson and several others have already said, and I could even maybe say some of them in new ways that are more eloquent and elegant. But the reality is that these are facilities, all 9 of these, that are going to be teaching the public and giving them a chance to learn, because this is an investment in the community. These museums, these facilities are not simply places for people to enjoy as tourism, but to learn and learn about each other and learn more about the world around them. And they're not simply places to bury the hatchet with your complaints about how others live, but to learn and to sharpen your arguments so that that hatchet isn't simply cutting people down, but creating something new. That's something all 9 of these places share. And I happen to know that. This is important to me personally because my career started out as a tour guide. I actually started just across the bay about 15 years ago, almost exactly, at the Texas State Aquarium, working there. I spent a few years in the interim working for Dr. Womack as a department head there. I've spent now about 7 years at the Asian Cultures Museum, and I'm going to spend much of the next 2 months with the floor staff, helping them on the floor with the influx of tourists. And I happen to know, because of that, and because of those opportunities that I've had, that this has an impact. This is an investment. You can see the look on people's faces when they interact with these exhibits, when they interact with these presentations, when they interact with the staff. I've seen the staff at these places in action, and I know what kind of impact this had already last year, never mind what we'll have this year with the other organizations involved, including the addition of Dr. Womack's crew at the Botanical Gardens. That's going to be huge. That cannot be overstated. So, what are we doing? We're the Texas State Museum of Asian Cultures, and we have a long and wide mission. We cover a lot of ground. Asian and cultures are both very broad words. We do everything from cooking classes to painting classes to movie nights to homeschool days to presentations to history lectures to folklore readings and everything in between. We use a lot of different partners, a lot of different volunteer groups, a lot of different organizations, and that's just what we do outside, never mind our own in-house with the history side. So what are we doing this time? We're upgrading several of our exhibits. Some of that's in part thanks to help from the Science and History Museum, helping with some of the logistical support to get some equipment set up. We're also going to be running our Halloween party this coming weekend, that because we had some matching donations from some of our board that was very excited because of last year, we're actually going to be able to do that for free as well. We'd originally been wanting to do that, and that will be happening. We're also going to be restarting our homeschool days, starting in just a couple weeks. We're going to have reduced pricing for all of our classes because admission is covered, so that's going to help us there. And we're going to have additional floor staff every day out there helping staff this building and giving everyone the best possible experience. But that's the easy parts. That's the simple parts. It's the boring parts. What we also have are 3 new exhibits we're building. We've rebuilt our Pathways to Balance exhibit. We're actually doing the finishing touches on that when we get back today. We've rebuilt our Shrines exhibit, talking about various Shinto shrines from Japan, and 70-year-old paper lanterns that are still very well preserved that we have new exhibit cases for. Some of them haven't been on display in 20 years that will now get to rejoin our exhibits. And we're rebuilding our entire Weapons of the World display. That will be done here in the next couple weeks. And we're going to have a separate Taiwanese and Chinese display. We're finally going to be able to have those separate. That's coming up at the end of the month, end of November. There'll be a couple other programs. There'll be more stuff you'll see online. You'll see more stuff in our social media. Feel free to come ask us about it. But exhibits are going to be the biggest piece of this because we have so many more customers and visitors coming to get to interact with them. So, with that, I will introduce Dr. Womack, and I will step out of the way.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Michael Womack. I'm the Executive Director at the South Texas Botanical Gardens and Nature Center. And I want to say thank you for inviting us to be part of this year. Thank you, HEB in particular. How much y'all do for our community has been stated over and over. I don't think you can say it enough. When you think of Texas, you think of HEB. And so much of what we have in Corpus Christi is thanks to partners, particularly HEB. They have been one of those longtime supporters of all types of organizations here in Corpus Christi. So we just can't thank you all enough for what you do. And now you're letting the entire community enjoy what makes Corpus Christi unique. And that's what we're excited about. We want to thank the city for all that they do, supporting all of our organizations, understanding the importance of art and culture, and why we need those institutions here to make a stronger, more vibrant community, particularly those children that come through our organizations. They are learning about our history, and through that, they will be our future leaders, will be informed future leaders on what's real. And I think that that's so important. Visit Corpus Christi is a champion for all of our attractions here, and they remind people why they need to come to Corpus Christi. But I think the other thing is Corpus Christi needs to remember they have a plethora of wonderful opportunities to explore and learn. And this just gives them that best opportunity to get out there with their family and see why Corpus Christi is a great place. Sometimes you'll hear people say, there's nothing to do in Corpus Christi, and they just do not know what's in their backyard right now. And now they have no excuse to not explore those things. All of our partners, all of our attraction partners, we try to really support each other throughout the year. And I am so appreciative of Sarah and of Karen and Rich, but also our partners with Jesse at the aquarium and Steve Manta at the Lexington. We meet regularly so we can see how we can help each other, because we are in this game together. We understand the importance of museums. Now, Everyone talked about how this is supporting museums. Well, the Botanical Gardens is a museum. The Botanical Gardens is a living museum, and it is so important for people to explore nature, because we've learned that if people understand and get interested in nature at a young age, then they become champions for the environment and nature as they get older. And that's really what our mission is about, is to educate people and get them excited about nature and realize the impact of humanity and the responsibility of humanity to protect these resources. And that's what we do at the South Texas Botanical Gardens. So again, that's our mission, but really some things that are going on that people forget. We do this and try to make it fun along the way. And so some things that are happening for us right now is we have a new exhibit that is actually opening right now. It opened, they set it up yesterday and it'll officially open on Saturday with Texas A&M Corpus Christi Art Department, that 4 of their art classes have artwork on display now at the Botanical Gardens, and they're calling their event Flow and Bloom. And what it's looking at are creatures from nature and how they interact, and they're displayed in nature. So they're doing this now through November the 16th. So if you want to see something interesting and support those young artists that are here in Corpus Christi, then come out to see that. And the other thing that you'll know that we're doing is every year our plumeria display gets put up, and so you have till the 8th of November if you want to see plumeria this year. So we invite people to come out and do that. Our orchid collection is going into its fall and winter bloom cycle, which is always beautiful. But I think the really exciting part is that starting Thanksgiving weekend, we are open on Friday and Saturday nights late for Holidays in the Gardens, which is an event we've been doing for several years where we light up the Botanical Gardens and we have all kinds of family fun events. You can come and visit Santa and take free pictures with him. We have free hay rides. We have interaction with our animal ambassadors. Lots of beautiful opportunities for family photos while you visit our light displays out there. So we invite everyone to the Botanical Gardens from Thanksgiving through Christmas to explore holidays at the gardens. And this year, thanks to that generosity of HEB, since we're kind of new getting in here, HEB is offering free Fridays from November through December. So those are those wonderful nights where we're open late. People can come out on those Friday evenings to see the lights of the gardens and explore Christmas in Corpus Christi, because we are a wonderful holiday space. So again, thank you so much, HEB, for making that possible for our community and more people to explore the Botanical Gardens so they can fall in love with nature and then protect nature. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Beth for her closing remarks.
Thank you for each of the 4 of you. I consider each of you friends of ours at HEB. I think the work that you do is impeccable in this community. It's been said that there's nothing to do here, but I have visited with each of you. Our teams have, and it's incredible the work that you do. So pat yourselves on the back. Thank you for what your commitment is and your continuity in the community and for giving back and what you all do. And most of all, thank you for just being a partner to us and embracing this crazy idea that we came up with last year and really expanding it this year. As Peter mentioned, thank you. This is our 2nd year to do it. We piloted it last year with 3 and went to 9 this year, and super proud of the connections that we've been able to make along the way. So to each of you 4 museums and attractions today receiving this gift, thank you truly for being good stewards of our stories. And to our fellow Texans that will come and visit, we really hope you'll take this opportunity to explore, to learn, and to celebrate the incredible communities that we all come to learn and love. So thank you and happy holidays early from HEB. This will conclude our press conference today, but thank you, and I hope that I get to see each one of you in one of the museums to come in November and December. Thank you for being here.